Once Ross was one step forward. I hope you're doing well. I did it. I did that video on lying. It was hard. It's a hard lesson to teach. It's a hard lesson to do and to actually practice and put in place. Just remember, when someone asks you your opinion, be measured. Think about it. Don't just say the first thing that pops in your head. Be truthful with people, all right? Be honest, but be measured, be mature, be say the fewest amount of words that you need to get the point across. Sometimes when we keep going like long videos, we can mess ourselves up. For example, I need to make a correction on the last video. The majority of the stories I've heard about the Nazis knocking on people's doors, the majority of those stories, people are turning over the people that they're hiding. That might not be all of the stories. I know it's not all the stories, but that might not be the majority of the stories. It's just the majority of the stories that I've heard. So I wanted to make that correction. But let's make videos that are relevant. Want to wrap it up? Honesty and lying. Honesty, it's an easy concept to understand. It's an easy thing to teach. Lying, easy concept to understand, difficult to teach. Where are some things that you should never lie to or never lie about? Never lie to yourself, okay? There's this term called imposter syndrome. You can look it up. Basically, it means that you are giving advice as an authority when you don't have that authority. Well, who gives you that authority? Experience, okay? Your knowledge, your studies, stuff that you have done. You can talk about your stories. I wrote a book, I Can Lead. It's got a question mark at the end of it. And some people told me I couldn't say some of the stories that I stated in there because they weren't mine. Yeah, but they are my stories. If I witness you do something, I am experiencing something that you do. And if I want to say, hey, look at that great example, I have the ability to do that. But people have come back, not for me, my book's not big enough yet, but for other people. And someone made a comment about my YouTube channel that who am I to give my opinion? First, you are valuable. You are valuable. Yep, no matter what you've done, no matter where you come from, whatever, you are valuable. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect either. Okay, so who am I to give my opinion? A person. Everyone has the ability to give their opinion. Sometimes it's not the time and place for it. Sometimes it is the time and place and we get nervous. Whatever it may be, your opinion is valuable. Sometimes I don't care. I don't. I was assigned to paint a room one time. I didn't care what color it was. I just need to paint the room. I need to know what color to paint the room so I could get the color and move on with my tasks for that time period. But someone wanted to know what my opinion was, but I didn't have one. Sometimes I do have an opinion. Imposter syndrome is something to take into account. That being said, go write a book about leadership. Don't worry about your title. You have experiences, and your opinions, your examples, your experiences are valuable, can help me and other people grow. I don't remember the YouTube channel I was watching, but I was watching a YouTube channel about writing a book. And she's from Canada. She talked about imposter syndrome. And one of the things she talked about is you're going to be writing this book and then you're going to say, who am I to write this book? I am not a 5-star chef. I am not a CEO of a company. I am not, and she named a few more examples. Go write the book because you are valuable. And that was a good way to put it. Your experiences matter. Don't worry about your title. Don't worry about your age. If you're the youngest person in the room and you stand up and give your opinion, awesome. If you're the only black person in the room and you give your opinion, awesome. If you're the only woman in the room, I almost said young lady. Someone asked me to start using the word woman. I'm going to see if that fits. When my mom died, everyone became a young lady. That was just for me. It doesn't mean she's wrong. It just, she'd like me to use the word woman, so I can adjust when I think it's appropriate. If you're the only woman in the room, give your opinion. We need it. It's valuable. You have insights that maybe not everyone else has. If you notice one person in the room isn't giving their opinion and they're sitting at that table, invite them into the discussion. Don't worry about imposter syndrome. Don't overthink it. Okay? Give your opinion. If you've given your opinion and it's not a life or death or against laws. If it is against laws, most of us have pretty similar morals, but some of us have a little bit different in some areas. But if it's not against the law and they want to go a different way, okay, they want to go a different way. But somewhere you should not lie. Don't lie to yourself. Do not lie to yourself. When you're self-reflecting on looking in the mirror, am I looking right? Oh, my shirt's a little dirty. Huh. Oh, it's not coming off. I wonder where that came from. Go get a new shirt. Right? Don't lie to yourself. If you're the toxic person, don't lie to yourself. Listen, try to read the room, build that skill, and read the room. Hey, nobody wants to talk to me. Maybe I'm mean. Maybe I say inappropriate jokes. There was a guy, he was the keynote speaker. It's like, Mom, why do they let him talk? Because he's the only one who wants to do it. He says sexual jokes all the time. She's like, yep, but he's the only one that wants to do it. They lied to themselves. They said, yeah, okay, yeah, he's the only one that wants to do it. He should not do it. He says inappropriate jokes. Everyone was lying to themselves. Yeah, I get it. You don't want to do it. Maybe you need to do it. Maybe we need to hear your voice. Because the other voice that we're hearing isn't the right one. Don't lie to yourself. Whatever that means. Food, weight, business practices. However you need to apply that to yourself, don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Be honest. Don't over criticize yourself. Maybe get a mentor. Ask for help. I want to say that. I want to say asking for help is okay. I've talked about getting a mentor and that's okay, but you can also ask for help. That doesn't mean you're weak. Maybe you need someone to see something that you're missing. I taught a 5th grader how to kick the ball today. I've never met a 5th grader who hadn't kicked the ball, but the 5th grader didn't know how to kick the ball. I've coached a lot of soccer, so I took a moment to teach her how to kick a ball. Take some time and be real. If you notice something, respond. Sometimes the response is silence. Sometimes it's you saying something. Sometimes it's you doing something. Don't lie to yourself. Respond. Where's another place you should never lie? Giving feedback to a team member. You're part of a team. You've done a project. You're reviewing the end. Okay, if you don't feel comfortable because there's a bully or something, okay, there's that. But don't give an incorrect conclusion. Hey, why didn't this work? Well, because there was a shipping issue. Okay, so we didn't have enough money. No, there was a shipping issue. The boat caught on fire. Okay, so we didn't have enough money. I watched a YouTube video. They talked about this thing, and then they came up with the wrong conclusion. The conclusion that he had wasn't necessarily wrong, but it wasn't the whole thing. It wasn't even a majority of the thing. That's not, anyways, don't lie to your team. Why? Because you don't want them to lie to you. I'm not asking you to say, hey, does this make me look fat? Your spouse is your teammate, right? What I'm saying is when you're talking to your spouse about something that's really difficult, if they're not abusive, have some courage, tell them the truth. No, I don't like how you treat my mom. Take a chance. Take a chance on them. Teammate at work, take a chance on them. Tell them the truth as gently as you can. Work on your tone, work on your facial expressions. Maybe you practice in front of a mirror thinking about what you need to say. Maybe the first meeting you said nothing and you're the boss, or you're a coworker and you say, hey, can we have another meeting? I don't know if we talked about everything we need to talk to. If there's a bully, if there's someone causing a toxic situation, protect yourself, protect your teammates. But those are the two things I thought about you should never lie to. We could go into specifics like you never lie to the judge. You don't, what we could get into, I could make another 40-minute video, 100-minute video about exactly where we don't lie. But if I could pick a couple, 3, 4, don't lie to yourself and don't lie to your team. Don't assume your team sucks and then lie to them because the other team, nope, this is this team. Well, what if I'm a spy? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you're at work, you're with your team, and you're sticking stuff on the shelves and someone made a mistake. No, gently say, no, Bob put the tomato cans in the wrong section. We just got to move them over to the right section. Build that trust, build that vulnerability with people. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to your teammates. Sometimes that's your family. Sometimes that's your coworkers at work. Whoever you decide your teammate is, if I could give you just my opinion on who you don't lie to, you never lie to yourself. You never lie to a teammate. That doesn't mean you don't say, yeah, I love the food. Be wise. Be cognizant of what's going on. Okay? When I was coaching that girl, yeah, I told her she could do it because I was encouraging her. Was I lying? Yes and no. Yes, at the moment I was lying. No, she couldn't. But I have faith in her. Yeah, one day she'll be able to kick the ball. Yeah. It took a lot of time to be able to learn how to kick the ball. She's not going to do it in a moment. But was I encouraging her? Yes. Did I technically lie? Yes. You can do it one day. We're going to start today, and I'm going to teach you how to kick a ball. And no, you're not going to make fun of her. She just doesn't know how to kick a ball. That's okay. Was I lying? Nope. Because one day, she's going to be teaching someone else how to kick a ball. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on others. Lying is a hard thing to practice properly. People practice it all the time improperly. Politics are coming up. Lots of things are going on in your life and in mine and the people's lives around you. Have a good week. Please practice honesty. Practice wisely, maturely lying. There's a time to lie, but there's a lot more times to tell the truth. Don't lie to yourself. Please don't lie to yourself. I was thinking about it. There are times to lie to your teammate because your teammate is a toxic person and he hates girls or she hates dudes or racial stuff or whatever it may be. I've worked on lots of different teams. But I know for sure you never lie to yourself. Spencer Ross is one step forward. And as you take this week, what do you need to tell yourself truthfully? Do you need a mentor to tell you? Do you need to write it down and actually take it to heart? Because your conclusion of, I'm not the evil person in this relationship, and yet nobody wants to tell me the truth because they're afraid of me. Don't lie to yourself. Have a great week.